Ooh, look at that. All right, well, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another Prehistoric Kingdom video. So, Public Test Branch 15.1 has just been released, and with it comes just like some tweaks to the animations, the inclusion of a few different animations, like, as you can see right here, a threat display being done between Tyrannosaurus Rex and Triceratops. So what I want to do, basically, is that we're just going to be messing around, just taking a look at all of these different animations that have been implemented in the Public Test Branch. Keep in mind, you know, it is the public test branch, so everything might not be up to code quite yet. But already, I like what I see. The defense, and there we go. Fleeing, and so then, yeah, the result of that threat display is that one party could potentially flee. So let's go ahead and see, like, maybe a Triceratops, or no, actually, let's see a Tyrannosaurus interacting with a Tyrannosaurus doing a threat display. Let's make it a slightly different one. Oh, Seth just immediately just took the warning from the Triceratops. That is pretty dang cool. That's pretty sick already. It's already shown that there's layers to this, which is always something that I just love to see. Because like the first threat display between the two, like this Tyrannosaurus, Dakota, and that Triceratops, their name being Ehode, is that they would roar, like they were kind of like, you know, they were going at each other's throats for a little bit until eventually the Triceratops backed down. But this T-Rex, Seth here, it didn't really take much before it started to back down. That's pretty cool. Along with that, there are some like new animations. Like there's look animations, like when they're walking by another animal, they'll just kind of like look at them sometimes, which is something that'll make it seem like they're all in the same environment together, because beforehand they didn't really do that. What's going on here? Oh no. Are we recreating prehistoric park here? I'm sorry, Nigel. Let's see how that goes. But this is one step closer to hunting, to different things like hunting and all that. The mammoth is just fleeing right away. That's... wow. I haven't put a T-Rex and a mammoth together in forever. There is a huge size difference. Ooh. Look at these animations. I love how it just kind of like drops down low. Yeah, like I said, though, this is one step closer to, you know, dinosaur hunting. It's also a step closer to dinosaurs just, you know, I guess sometimes fighting for different displays and whatnot. It's a step forward to something that I think is going to be really, really cool. I'm kind of interested to see what... Spinosaurus might look like doing a potential threat display, if Spinosaurus is able to yet. I'm not quite sure if it is yet, but we'll try it out. Oh, it's threatening. Oh, why the young one? Why are you doing it to the yeah? Batul is just running because of course Batul is gonna run because it's, you know, they're young. Big man, aren't you? I like the noises too. Like it's like a lot of like low rumbles and like something that sounds like it's just being like it's kind of similar to, I guess, crocodilians in a way, given what we know about like the potential dinosaur vocalization, which we don't really. Oh, threatening. What are you threatening against? Okay, there's I keep missing it, but Lulu here was threatening. Here, we'll put Spinosaurus here against Tyrannosaurus, and okay, we're getting a threatening display right now. Yes, with the arms. And the T-Rex just ran right. Seth just took off. That's so cool. Oh, that is so sick. Again, layers. There are layers to it. Another thing that it added is like grazing, like an idle animation of grazing for some of the herbivores. I'm not too sure which ones that would be. I'm sure the Triceratops would be one of them. We can also see Edmontosaurus here. Edmontosaurus was a really hefty herbivore. Let's see how it fares against Tyrannosaurus. Oh, it just takes off and runs right away, huh? Bluff charging. It's like, get out of here. Oh, no. That's so crazy to actually see them lock onto each other, though. And, like, actually acknowledge the existence of other creatures here. That is so cool. How would you fare in the Argentinosaurus area? Fleeing. It just flees. It's like, I do not want to be in here. Oh, and we get a bluff charge from Terra here. Look at all the baby Argentinosaurs. This is so, so cool. This is... Oh, no, there's eggs. All this time, the sauropods, the Argentinosaurs have just been doing their thing. Look at all the babies running around. Oh, we are so close to making really good ecosystems, like our own proper ecosystems. The Tyrannosaurus is still fleeing. How about let's say Paraceratherium? How would it do against you? Fleeing. That's cool. Let's see, what else can we do here? I want to try a little bit more with, maybe if there's like more Edmontosaurs. Like maybe if we get like a herd of Edmontosaurs going, especially Anectons, which is the largest species that we currently have in the fossil record. Let's see how they do. Let's get a few of them going and let's see how they fare. Various different sizes, of course. Fleeing. Oh, look at that. Look at that. And this one's like, dude, screw you guys. I ain't dealing with that. Oh, man, that is so cool, though. I'm really liking where this game is going. I can just sit down and just kind of like mess with this for a while. Let's get like a decent herd of both of these fellas, of Edmontosaurus and possibly Triceratops too. We'll get more females going in here as well. There we go. We got some Edmontosaurs. Now they should like stick together. That is something that was recently added in, the last update where they all kind of like stick together. We'll get some Triceratops as well. I think we placed down Horridus, so we'll place down more Triceratops Horridus in here. But this is like operating under the really fun idea and like the speculative idea that some herds were kind of like mixed together. Like you'd have mixed herds every once in a while, which is something that you would see a lot of times in nature today. Of course, mostly just with like in terms of huge examples, mostly with some mammals like in Africa. Okay, so T-Rex is probably not going to... That's like a good sign right there. 2 Edmontosaurs, they scared a T-Rex off. That makes me wonder, like, once hunting gets implemented into the game, I wonder if it, like, a T-Rex won't risk hunting if it's in the middle of a herd. Like, let's say there's, like, an older Edmontosaurus that got separated from the herd and, it's, like, a little bit outside. Maybe that's the one that the T-Rex will go after. Like... I wonder how in-depth the actual hunting will be once it gets implemented. Because, again, that Tyrannosaurus, it didn't even try. It didn't even try with the 2 Edmontosaurs that were, threatening it. Even though one Edmontosaurus did indeed run. But where did my T-Rex go? Let's place down. Let's see if there's any more variables to it. We'll place down one more Tyrannosaurus. We'll place... Which one's my favorite one? Place down this one. We'll like kind of place it a little bit close to the herd and we'll see how it does. Okay, so it's currently roaming. It's looking in the direction of the herd. Now it's kind of like looking away. It's watching them. It sees them, but it's still just roaming and it's like, I'm not gonna see. That is a new thing that I mentioned though. It does actually, animals will turn to watch. When another animal's nearby, they'll turn and look at them. Bluff charging. What are you bluff charging? Oh! Run! It found one that was separated. Found a couple that were separate, but they both take off. So there are variables to it. Sometimes the T-Rex, it'll be brave enough and it'll chase off 2 fully grown Edmontosauruses, which is kind of insane when you really boil it down, given how big Edmontosaurus was. But sometimes the T-Rex will find that, like, maybe it depends on the individual, too. Like, maybe some Tyrannosaurs, they just won't want to deal with it, while others are more okay with it and are willing to risk it. Again, this makes me curious about how hunting and dinosaur combat is going to work in this game when it does get implemented. Because so far, for what I'm seeing, it's not going to be, like, a very basic thing. Like, I feel like it's going to be, like, a little bit different than, say, Jurassic World Evolution's version of it. Let's see this one. So far, it just kind of, like, turned. Of course, we got Triceratops over here. Triceratops would definitely be a very dangerous sight to see in Hell Creek. And look at this. The two herds are kind of like sticking to the same area. It looks like they're grazing. Yeah, we got grazing right here. Look at that. Look at this. Oh, it's downright beautiful. It's just beautiful. This T-Rex still roaming around. How are you doing? Still just idle. Are there any, like, Edmontosaurs that are separated from their group? I don't really see anything. What about the T-Rex over here that was chasing... Is it still there? Is that it? Yeah. So it's still just kind of idle as well. What about those two Edmontosaurs that took off? They're just kind of over here. You know what this reminds me of? Dinosaur Planet. The Maiasaura episode where, like, the two young Maiasaura were kind of, like, separated from the herd. That's what this reminds me of. They're even, like, jumping around like they're young, too. This is Nigel. This is the he's watching over the group currently. That I think that was already implemented, but that is so cool. And then Andrew here. You guys are kind of separated from the group. Are you guys just your own little group? Or are you, like, watching over the hill? You're a little bit far removed, Nigel. You need to be a little bit closer. How's this Rex doing? Still just roaming. It's heading towards the herd. Let's see what it does. Oh, it's watching. It's watching this Triceratops, who is currently watching over the group. That's the leader of the herd. You can tell by the crown. It's noticed the Triceratops, though. And it's not worth it. It's moving away. Oh, but there's an Edmontosaurus over here. Is it going for the Edmontosaurus? Oh, it's bluff charging. Oh. 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 Oh, you better run, dude. Yeah, now it's fleeing. It was going after. It was bluff charging that Triceratops over there. And then the leader of the group charged in, bluff charged it, and then now it... I freaking love this game, man. Wow. I'm telling you guys, hunting and dinosaur combat is going to be unmatched in this game. Let's take a look at a few more mammals. We do have, let's try out let's see how Smilodon does. Let's say like 2 Smilodon populator with this skin. We'll create 2 males, and we'll see if there's a threat display that they use on each other. I'm just having a lot of fun with this, if you guys couldn't tell. Where am I going to put them? I want them to be a little bit isolated so I can kind of keep an eye on them. All right. How do you guys do? Are you guys going to... Or do I have to, like, place down another species? Because I think that they're operating under the idea that Smilodon works in groups in this game. Like, I'm sure that my Smilodons that I had back here are all fine together. Yeah, that's probably the assumption. So maybe if I introduce a Panthera, if we look at a Panthera, maybe we'll get something a little bit different from them. Let's do Atrox, which is the North American species. I'll place that down. Where did my smiley cats go? I placed them over here. So there they are. Okay. We'll place one of you down. Charlie. Let's see. Oh, they're all moving in the same direction. Fleeing. Oh. 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 And it's taken off. Mauricio. I wonder if that's a reference to Mauricio Anton, who does amazing, like, sentence threatening. Uh-oh. Now the lion's taken off. Oh, there's a... I'm gonna pause. I gotta pause. Oh, no. Wrong button. The lion's gone. There's the lion. There you are, cave lion. Okay, so what I'm gonna do... I'd like to get a better look at that. What about the 2 different species? Because we also have the European species, Panthera spelaea. How, like, do they accept each other? Because the difference between these 2 would be like the difference between a tiger and a lion. Because both tigers and lions belong to the Panthera genus, but they're not the same species. How will they do? Are you guys fine together, or... So far, they haven't even acknowledged each other's existence. That one's just taken off. I'm not really seeing anything. Not even attempting. How about cave lion and megalosaurus? Let's see how those two do together. Do we get a threat display from megalosaurus? It's been forever since I've seen megalosaurus. It's probably just going to flee right away. Roaming. Threatening. It's threatening. They're both threatening. Come on. Use those antlers to your advantage. I don't think it has much of an animation, but it won the threat display because this one is fleeing. That's also good because that shows, I know I keep talking about hunting, but that shows that when hunting gets added, it's probably not going to be a done deal. Like sometimes the herbivorous animals might be able to scare off the carnivorous animals if they deem it not worthy for their time or the potential injury. Megalosaurus would be terrifying to come across. It's huge, huge deer. So the fact that it could potentially, not get killed is a good thing. That's a good thing. Now, of course, I'm saying all this, but I don't really know if threat displays will link directly into hunting, but it kind of feels like it will. I mean, especially when we just saw the T-Rex was about to bluff charge one of the Triceratops, but then it got bluff charged by the leader of the herd. That kind of seems like that might be what we're seeing. And it's still just hanging around the herd as well. Oh, now it's resting. Okay. And the herd's just hanging out together. Where's the leader? Where are you? Martin, there you are. Still watching over the herd. This is seriously just so flipping cool. This is just so cool. Carcharodontosaurus is currently fleeing. Let's see the Carcharodontosaurus. Let's see a threat display between these two. Oh, and it runs right away. Yeah, this Spinosaurus, pretty large, all things considered. Of course, in nature, it's not really like a done thing. Like, sometimes a larger animal could get deterred by a relatively small animal because they just probably don't think that the injury would be worth it. There's a lot of variables to it. And I'm really glad that it seems like we might be getting some of the... Oh, now it's threatening. It's threatening back again. It's like, you know what? I'm tired. What if I didn't run? What if I wasn't a coward? What if I'm not afraid? Now it's roaming again. Okay. What else do I want to look at? I want to look at everything, really. There's so many combinations that I could try out. Ooh, let's see a Pachyrhinosaurus. We'll see a Pachyrhinosaurus display of anger. What about Elasmotherium? We could do Elasmotherium. Let's see how these turn out. Like, Elasmotherium, I feel like... What can I have threaten in Elasmotherium? Elasmotherium was huge. Things that could potentially hunt it were not as huge. So they'd go after, like, the younger individuals. Let's try a bear. Let's try a cave bear. In terms of, like, mammals, I suppose. I mean, I guess I could have some dinosaurs threaten it. Oh, my gosh. I could have some dinosaurs threaten it, but might as well try to keep it with some Cenozoic critters. I want to see if... Whoops. I keep doing that. I just want to release the Ursus spelaeus so far. Let's see how this goes. Roaming. 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 Okay, I don't even think they're going to deal with each other. So, in order to potentially see a threat display, how about Coelodonta? I keep doing that. How about Coelodonta? 2 rhinos, right? Can we get a threat display between these two? It's fleeing currently. Doesn't even want to deal with her. It's turning around. And it looks like we might be seeing more eggs over here. It must be Calamimus season. Yeah, we're getting a mating display. I love the mating displays, though. They're so good. Let's see. You're still fleeing, though. I don't know if you're gonna do a threat display. Now you're back to roaming. You're probably not even going to try it. What about a mammoth? Which, a threat display might not be implemented for them yet. We didn't really see it with the Megalosaurus. We saw it with the cats, but we didn't see it. It didn't seem to at least be working with the Megalosaurus. How about you two? Roaming. Everybody's just roaming currently. It's so funny that people don't run yet. It's just like, oh yeah, a rhino. That's fine. Here's a bigger rhino. It's currently fleeing. What are you fleeing from? You're fleeing from the... You're fleeing from the Gallimimus? That's fine. Gallimimus are probably terrifying. Oh, threatening. Yes. This is an interesting matchup. And it's fleeing. The Gallimimus won. Oh, it's threatening again. And the Elasmotherium's fleeing. Everything's fleeing. And this Gallimimus over here might be threatening things. It's pregnant. Yeah, it's threatening. Did you hear that hiss? It just hissed. Just like a goose. Just like how geese hiss. Okay, now, how strong are you, Gallimimus? Are you strong enough to deter a Tyrannosaurus? Like, there's been this Tyrannosaurus bug in this herd. Do you think that you can, like, act as some Tyrannosaurus repellent? There's one up here. Triceratops up there, too. How about this? Roaming. Fleeing. Okay, it doesn't even want to try. It's like, yep, not dealing with that. T-Rex didn't even notice it either. Ooh, let's see a Dinochirus. Ooh, Dinochirus. Very big ornithomimosaur there. I know I forgot the Pachyrhinosaurus, but let's see this real quick. Threatening. Yes, and see, it's like it's making itself look bigger. It's got those huge claws as well. Idle, threatening, fleeing. So the T-Rex won that. Wow, that is so cool. But let's... Oh, no, another pregnancy failed. Pregnancies are failing. Oh, no. Okay, but let's check out the Pachyrhinosaurus. Maybe the Gallimimus will want to go up against the Pachyrhinosaurus, as it is a smaller ceratopsian. Uh-oh. Threatening. And it's fleeing. You can go again. You're fine with the Elasmotherium, but the Pachyrhinosaurus is where you draw the line. All right. Ooh. Bluff charging already. Didn't even get a threat display. Stuck on the rocks. Run. Run, buddy. Okay. Before I spend too much time with this, I think I'm going to call it good right there. This is so cool. This is... Whoops, I moved the rock instead. Well, that works. This is so cool, though. Like... I'm seeing the seeds planted for something that's just really cool that we can have, like, that we can look forward to in the future. I think that, like, once all of those things I've been talking about eventually get implemented, I think that it's going to be, like, an awesome, like, really cool kind of, like, dinosaur ecosystem simulator type game. Because it's like now... From what I'm seeing, it looks like not every single hunt is going to be a guaranteed victory, which that makes sense. That doesn't happen a lot in nature. Hunts rarely ever succeed with larger animals like this. You're going to get some animals that just don't get along, like, you know, the Gallimimus. It's just like, no, I hate practically everything, and I'm gonna scare off these two massive rhinos, and that is just so cool to me. I am so incredibly... Wow. How'd you get all the way over here? Did I bring you here? I can't remember. But I am so incredibly excited to see, like, where this game goes. And each update, I think, just adds more and more cool stuff. Again, this is just public test branch, so not everything is implemented fully yet, but it's still looking great, and I'm very happy. But that's pretty much all I have for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have an awesome day.